welcome back to my kitchen. Welcome if you are new. I'm Cheryl. This is Table Full of Joy. And friends, today's video is extra special. It is a collaboration with my sweet friend Jessica from Jessica My Rose. Please go check out her channel as well as the rest of the creators in the playlist. I'll leave a link in the description box for that. There's going to be some amazing things. This is not just a cooking collab. There's lots of things. Decorating, cooking, cleaning, all the things. You're going to have all kinds of fall inspiration. This is a great collaboration and I'm super excited to be a part of this. But as you know me, I'm cooking because that's what I do. So we've got two super fun recipes for you guys for fall. These are going to be incredible recipes. We're going to get started on the first one right now. This first one is a chai spiced scone. How perfect would that be for with a good cup of coffee on a crisp fall morning? All of these baked goods that I'm doing today are being donated to our church on Sunday for our church's youth bake sale that benefits Speed the Light, which is an organization that benefits and helps our missionaries that are abroad. And so I was excited when I was asked to do some baking for them. So we've got lots of things going. The only two things you're gonna see is the two recipes I'm doing today. The rest of the things, I've already done them on my channel once before. One of them is the bagels back there, which are rising. I'm doing a second batch of those today. That recipe came out, or that video came out on September 20th. So go look for that one, or I'll leave a link in the description for that video as well. And I also did another batch of the apple cider donut bundt cakes. I did those for this morning. I did those on my channel a couple of months ago. I'll look for that recipe in that video and I'll leave a link in the description for that one as well if you guys want to check those out. But we're gonna get started on these scones because I'm excited to do this. But we need to make our chai spice mixture first because I could not find it in my store. So I found a recipe to make it at home. So let's get it made. So we need this chai spice blend because we're putting it in not just in the scones, but we're also putting it in the glaze that goes on these. They have a maple glaze that goes on these and they are gonna be incredible. Sorry, I have to get my cinnamon opened. There's a brand new bottle. I'm in pantry challenge, but there was a few things that I had to break down and get because I did not have any, and that's not good. So we need 3 tablespoons of cinnamon, and my thing will not fit in my jar, so we're just gonna guess at it here. I'm thinking I'm gonna make some chai spiced coffee creamer with the rest of this because I don't think I'm gonna need all of it. We need to do just a little tiny pinch more because I don't think my tablespoons were fully level. Now we need 1 tablespoon of cardamom. That's something else that I had to get because I don't keep this in my house. I don't typically cook with it, but I needed it for this recipe. So we're gonna do 1 tablespoon of cardamom. We need 1 tablespoon of ginger, ground ginger. And it looks like that might be all I have left in here. Yeah, we're just gonna eyeball it here. Sorry for the noise. See if I can stick this down in there and loosen it up a little bit. I don't use ginger very often, so it's probably been in my cupboard for a little bit. All right, and then we need a 1/2 tablespoon of allspice, and I think that is about all I have left in here, so we're just gonna dump that in. We need a 1/2 tablespoon of nutmeg. I'm gonna give this a shake. My nutmeg's a little bit clumpy. Well, that didn't really help. So I'm gonna use my fingers and just kind of press this in here. I'm gonna say that's probably good. And then we need a 1/2 tablespoon of ground cloves. I'm gonna go a little light on the cloves. Cloves tend to give me heartburn. So I'm gonna go a little bit light on that. I'm just gonna use my whisk. We're gonna get all of these spices mixed together and then we are ready to move forward and make our scones. I am super excited about these. All right, let's get our scones made. All right, friends, let's get our scones mixed up. We need to get all of our things put into a food processor and get these scones going. All right, so in our food processor, we need to put 12 tablespoons of cold butter. So that's gonna be 1 full stick plus a half a stick. I am super excited. These are gonna smell incredible, I'm sure. They're going to be amazing. So we're just gonna cut these into chunks. And then I'm gonna cut them one more time the other direction just to make them just a little bit smaller. Make it a little bit easier for the food processor to handle. Let's go ahead and put this butter in here. And then we need 4 tablespoons off of this one. And we're gonna do the same thing. We're gonna get all of our dry ingredients in here and get them pulsed, and then we're gonna do our wet. This is a super easy, quick recipe. I know a lot of people are intimidated by scones. I used to be. I thought they were just the hardest thing ever, but they really are the easiest thing ever. All right, so there's our 12 tablespoons. We need 2 cups of all-purpose flour. So there's 1 cup. There's 2. We're gonna put in a tablespoon of our chai spice powder that we made. We need a tablespoon of baking powder. Quarter cup of sugar. So these are not going to be super sweet, which is going to be nice. And we're going to do just a little bit of salt. It calls for kosher. We're using our Redmond salt. All right, we're gonna put our lid on and we're gonna pulse this until it comes together for like, it's gonna look like pie dough. It's gonna be kind of crumbly. All right, we are going to mix our egg. We're gonna do 1 whole egg and an egg yolk. So there's our whole egg. We're gonna save our egg yolk so we can brush the scones with an egg yolk. That's what's gonna help them brown. So I'm just going to put that in this measuring cup. Make sure you don't get any shell in your egg white. Nobody wants to bite into a crunchy scone. All right, let's put that in there. Grab my whisk. We're going to dump this through the feed tube with our machine running, just so we can get our dough. We want the dough just to come together. We don't want to overmix this because they'll be really tough. Feed tube off. We're going to turn the, I'm going to just pulse this. We're going to get this onto our work surface. This needs to go into the freezer for 30 minutes once we get this into a disc. So I'm just going to use my hands to kind of push this together. Get this into as close to a disc as I possibly can. Use my parchment to kind of help me. This dough smells incredible, friends. I'm telling you, these are going to be amazing. All right, I'm gonna wrap this in this parchment. I'm gonna set this in my freezer for 30 minutes and we'll come back and cut our scones. All right, friends, I just pulled our chai dough out of the freezer. It is nice and cold. We're gonna get this lightly rolled out. We don't wanna roll it too thin. Gonna put them on our pan, get them brushed with egg white and get them in the oven. All right, we're just gonna roll these out just a little bit. Trying to keep our corners together. Once we get these rolled out, we can go back and fix our corners. You want to keep it kind of in a round. Here and fix these corners. This dough is very, very cold, which is what you want in a scone dough. You want it to be nice and cold because you want that butter that's in here to really allow the scones to puff up, and they're going to release that moisture from the butter. But let's get it all the way rolled out, and then we'll go back and kind of piece our corners together. It's just super cold, but I think that looks about right. Okay, I'm just going to take my hands, let the moisture, the heat from my hands kind of reform these corners. All right, I'm going to go ahead and cut these. I cut my scones like I do a pie. So I think I'm going to get about 8 of these. Four from each side. Like that. I'm going to grab my cookie sheet. I'm going to take these, kind of separate them out just a little bit so that you have plenty of room to bake individually and not bake together. All right, just like that, we're gonna put these in the oven at 350. And friends, I had somebody knocking at my door and I forgot to brush these with egg white. That's what happens when you're trying to multitask. All right, let's brush these with egg white real quick and then we'll put them in the oven to bake. Make sure they have plenty of egg white on them. All right, now they're going in the oven at 350. I just pulled our chai scones out of the oven. They smell incredible. Oh my word. I cannot wait. I may have to try one of these tomorrow morning with my coffee, but they're supposed to go to the bake sale on Sunday. They smell amazing. They need to cool for about a half an hour. Then we're gonna come back and we're gonna mix up a really super simple glaze that goes on these. It's basically just heavy cream, vanilla, chai seasoning, and powdered sugar, and that's it. Super simple, super amazing. And these are gonna be incredible. I can't wait. So let's let them cool and we'll come back. All right, friends, we're gonna get our glaze made for our scones. Let's grab my maple syrup and my heavy cream. I'm just gonna eyeball this. I've made glaze enough times. I think I can just eyeball it. I don't think I need to dirty up a bunch of measuring cups and all that, so I'm just gonna eyeball it. All right, a little bit of powdered sugar. I'm gonna measure this out though, because I don't want to get too much of this chai spice. I think that's probably good. Put a little bit of maple syrup in here. Looks like that's all I have is a little bit. And we're gonna put a little bit of heavy cream in here just to make this nice and creamy. We don't want it too thick, or I mean too thin. We want this to be, you want it to stand up on top of these scones. You don't want it to be too loose. It just runs off. But it definitely needs to be a little bit thinner than that. All right, let's try that. Yep, I think we're right there. I think this is exactly what I wanted. All right, I think I'm gonna get a spoon. I was gonna drizzle it, but I'm afraid it's just gonna be a mess.
So we're back home now, y'all. And remember when we were in Walmart, I said we came in here for a pork tenderloin, but we're just looking around. Guess what I left Walmart without?
Make sure every bite is gonna have some glaze on it. All right, there is our chai spice scones. Friends, we were in the middle of doing a live video and YouTube had a glitch. I don't know what happened, but I lost it. And so we're just gonna finish it this way because I don't wanna get partway through it and have it go off again. So we're just gonna finish our recipe. We've got our crust for these magic pumpkin bars in the oven. And I think it's pretty close. We're gonna let it go about another 5 more minutes. Then we're gonna pull it out. We've got our mixture right here all mixed up, ready to go. This is butterscotch chips, Heath chips, and pecans. And so that's gonna go in there. We're gonna put our 1 cup of pumpkin on top, put those on there, and then we're gonna drizzle this entire can of sweetened condensed milk on top. And yeah, they're gonna be delicious. I can't wait. As I said in the live video, in case you guys haven't missed it, I'll try to link them together so you guys can see what happened in the beginning. But back there in my mixer, I'm making another batch of bagels. If you missed that video came out this morning on September 20th, I had to think. So September 20th. So I'll leave a link in the description box for that video as well. And I also made another batch of our apple cider donut bundt cakes. And those are gonna be donated to the church's bake sale on Saturday or on Sunday as well. So let that crust finish baking and we'll come back and finish our recipe. I just pulled our crust out. It looks and smells amazing. We're gonna get our pumpkin put on. We're gonna get all of our beautiful things here put on there. We're gonna drizzle our sweetened condensed milk and it's gonna go back in the oven. It's gonna bake for another 20-25 minutes. So it calls for a cup of pumpkin. I'm just gonna eyeball it. We're just gonna spread that pumpkin out. You don't want it to be a super thick, goopy layer.
Oh yeah, the Brazilian lemonade, we can't do it.
All right, now let's go ahead and put on all of this beautiful stuff.
Everybody put your sunglasses on.
They got a lot of nice clothes in here, y'all. We just get if your style, if that is your style, hey. do you. You do you, and I'll do bougie.
I'm gonna kind of pat these down in there.
Green one first, Josh's church, and then go to Scott's church, this orange one.
All right, and we've got our can of sweetened condensed milk. We're gonna dump this on here.
It's all kind of, well, you put all the bottle right here. Oh. I think that's cool. You get this and baby.
Yeah.
Surprise chefs. Sure enough,
Yeah, they do have a lot of stuff.
Well, let's just put it this way. Let's just say it like it is. There's a variety in here. You can be just a.
Let me get my spatula. I don't want to waste any of this sweetened condensed milk. So this sweetened condensed milk is going to sink down in the layers into all of this, and it's just going to be absolutely heavenly. All right, we're gonna put this in the oven and it's gonna bake for about a half an hour. All right, friends, we are back for our last recipe in the fall collaboration. Super excited about this recipe. My husband is excited about these. He's gonna do a taste test for you when he gets home from work. He should be home in about roughly an hour. They should set up by then. I'm sure he's gonna love these. He loves anything protein powder related, so he's gonna be super excited about these. These are super healthy, really good for you, lots of good things in them. So let's get them made really quick. We are making a pumpkin spice protein ball. They're gonna go in the fridge. They're perfect to grab on the go if you need a quick protein jolt, something easy to eat. Grab these, they travel really well. They're gonna be incredible. So let's get them made real quick. All right, friends, so this is basically just putting all of our ingredients right in a mixing bowl. We've got a half a cup of pineapple, half a cup of pumpkin. I've got 1 cup of almond butter, and this is a vanilla flavored almond butter. I just happened to get it on clearance at Kroger. So that's what I'm gonna use. I'm sure it's gonna be fine. And because it is an almond flavor, it does have a little bit of sugar in it. So it calls for a 1/4 cup of honey. I don't have quite that much honey, but I'm not worried about it because this has got some sugar, like I said, with the vanilla almond butter. So I'm just gonna be totally fine. Not gonna worry too much about adding anything extra to it. It also asks for cinnamon and pumpkin pie spice. I have this chai spice that I mixed up a couple of days ago for another recipe. I'm just gonna use this. So I'm gonna put in about a teaspoon. That's equal to about the full measurement of all the spices that it asks for. We're also, oh, there's my half cup. I was looking for my half cup. All right, so we need a 1.5 cups of oats. And if you're trying to go gluten-free with this, then by all means use a gluten-free oat. There's our 1.5 cups. We need a 1/2 cup of this vanilla protein powder. And the last ingredient in this is, it calls for some semi-sweet chocolate chips. My husband is more of a dark chocolate fan. I have these dark chocolate or bittersweet chocolate chips, and I'm gonna put these in here. That's what I'm gonna use. I think he's gonna enjoy those. Let's just use them all. I think he's gonna enjoy the bittersweet chocolate chips a lot more than the semi-sweet. So I think that's gonna be a better choice for him. But by all means, if you like semi-sweet chocolate chips, then you do you, and you know, make them how you want to in your kitchen. Kind of like, you know, I changed the spice up in it because I had some. I'm just looking for more ways to use up that chai spice. After making some chai spiced scones, which you guys saw in this video, that was the first recipe I shared, and I had that leftover spice blend, and I wanted to get that off my counter and not have to put it in a Ziploc bag. So we decided we were just gonna put it in these protein bars. It's gonna give a little bit of extra flavor. It has all of the, you know, like cardamom and cloves and cinnamon and nutmeg and ginger and just all the delicious things. So I think that's gonna make these taste super, super good. They look really good already. I can smell all of those spices in here. And that's why I said I really think my husband is going to be a huge fan of these, because one, they're not super sweet. These are going to be super easy for him to pack with him. When he's going to do a job, he can grab these on the go. They don't necessarily have to be refrigerated. They should be refrigerated, but they don't have to be. He can, by all means, just pack these in the truck with him and take them. All right, I think we got these all mixed up. Got a sheet pan here with some parchment. And I'm just gonna use my cookie scoop, and I'm just gonna scoop these out, give them a quick roll. And we're just gonna put them right on our parchment. And then we're just gonna stick these in the refrigerator, let them hang out until he gets home. And then we will have him do a taste test for you guys with these pumpkin spice protein balls. Had another thought. These would be incredible with this almond butter, because there is almonds in an Almond Joy. And to do these with the dark chocolate chips and coconut. Oh my gosh, that would be so good. All right, these are going in the fridge. All right, friends, hubby just got home. Here is our protein balls. They've been sitting in the fridge now for about an hour. These are for him, so I want him to taste these. I'm gonna let him pick out whichever one he wants. He loves anything with protein powder, so hopefully he's gonna like these.
Got nuts in them too. No?
No nuts. Dark chocolate chips, oats, almond butter,
This was crunchy in it.
probably the chocolate chips. Dark chocolate chips.
It's what I need to go back to work with.
You can see all the chocolate chips in there. I probably could have chopped the chocolate chips and made the pieces a little bit smaller than having them quite so big, especially with them being cold. But first time I made the recipe, now I'll know if he likes them. We can always change these up to all different kinds of flavors in them, but keep the base recipe with the almond butter, the protein powder, and the oats. Keep that the same, and then just alternate different add-ins. We can do coconut, we can do unsweetened coconut, we can do, you know, nuts and all kinds of other things with them. Make them completely different, but
Yeah.
you like them? I think he's happy. So, okay, friends, so that's where we're gonna end this collaboration video. As I said, this video is in collaboration with my friend Jessica over at Jessica My Rose. Go check her out, please. Go check out her channel. I'll leave a link in the description box for her channel, as well as all the other creators. Friends, don't forget to please go check out the playlist. Go hit that playlist link down there. Play all their videos. Watch them all. All these channels, they all work so hard to put out videos for you guys. And it makes me sad sometimes when the channels don't get the love. And so I really hope you guys will do that. I hope you'll click that link in the description. Go check out everybody's channels. Go see everything that they're doing, because they are doing so many fun things for fall, from home decorating to cooking to cleaning to all kinds of things fall. So they're going to get you guys ready for fall. So go check out the playlist for both of them, the playlist and the description box, or the link for Jessica's channel. That's what I'm trying to say. So anyway, friends, if you guys are here from the collab, welcome. I'm so glad you guys are here. I hope you'll stick around and come back, see what we're doing. We would love to have you part of our YouTube family. It would be a blessing to add you to our family. And friends, I think hubby is gonna get back to work, and I'm gonna go cook dinner. So we'll see you guys in the next video. Have a great day, friends. If you have not yet, please hit that subscribe, hit that notification bell down there, give this video a big thumbs up, and we'll talk to you guys in the comments. Have a great day.
Bye, friends.
God bless.